Hey everyone, it's Monica, and welcome to Artsy Bits, my channel where you know there will be creativity, but you don't know exactly what the creativity will be. Today I am creating a finished painting here for one of my friends for her birthday. She is currently loving begonias and specifically Begonia rex plants. So this is 6 different types of Begonia rex that I'm creating today using gouache as a birthday present for her. I'm going to be sharing kind of 4 rounds of the creative process here. This is round 1, just basic composition and background, starting to go ahead and paint in the background, some shelving, some pots that these plants are going to sit in, and that's just going to be my first really quick process here. As I said in one of my last videos, some days are for masterpieces, some days are just for fun sketching. Maybe this is a little bit of both. I was able to pull off a completed and finished gouache painting, but I was also having fun along the way. And you'll see me go in and around the page with several layers today to get these begonia plants hopefully looking alive. Now you'll notice I have my watercolor paper here taped down on this craft mat that has inches measured out and everything. And the reason I did that today was I'm actually creating this specifically to go into an 8x10 frame. So if I'm going to be creating artwork to fit into a specific size and I'm going to be using the original, I want to be sure the original is the exact size to fit in that picture frame. So today it was an 8x10, and I did go ahead and scan this and save a scanned copy for myself, but I did go ahead and gift her the original. She's a great friend of mine, special person in my life, and so I wanted to pass this on to her as more of a personalized birthday gift. And it was actually really fun when I gave it to her. She was all excited before she even opened it. She showed me one of her new begonia plants, and it was actually the exact kind of Rex begonia that I painted in the upper left-hand corner. So I thought that was a really fun coincidence and hopefully a sign that I didn't miss the mark on this birthday gift for her. Hey, if you find yourself enjoying this video as you watch it, would you mind giving it a thumbs up and maybe even leaving a comment below? Do you have a favorite type of house plant that you're really enjoying? Have you created art for a friend, for a birthday present or Christmas present? I'd love to hear your stories on creating artwork for friends. I think that it pushes me to work harder and be a little more attentive to details and quality if I know that I'm going to be gifting it to someone and not just practicing around in my sketchbook. What's been your experience with that? Sit back, enjoy, get something hot to drink, something cold to drink, and you can watch along with me as I create this gouache painting of 6 different types of Rex begonias. And now welcome to round 2. Once the background and the plant pots were all dry, I went ahead and started sketching and initially painting in the shapes of the leaves on these begonias. And I sort of went around the page and did these one at a time, just very lightly using my Prismacolor Kohl Erase pencils here to just get the shapes of the leaves on the page. And then I went ahead and started in with my gouache. Now the gouache I'm using today is my Himi Maya gouache. If you are interested in that, I have left the link in the description box below so that you can go research the paints for yourself if it is something that interests you. This type of gouache is the kind that comes in the little jelly cups, and I am just loving using them and enjoying learning so much more about gouache than I ever knew before. So as you can see, this next round, like I said, is just sketching and getting in some of the outlines here for the shapes of the leaves and the construction of the actual plants. And I am going to be painting in sort of a first flat color layer. This isn't going to be the step where I add too much dimension, but that is going to be coming up right around the corner. And here we are, you've arrived at what I'm calling round 3, adding some detail and dimension. I think this is one of my favorite steps to any painting, being able to really achieve the look of some depth, some texture, color variations, things like that. I feel like this step is what really helped these begonia plants come alive. Now, I realize this is kind of a long video, you guys. How are you doing? Are you hanging in there? Is this too long? I have to kind of find a balance between cutting away and leaving in enough footage that you can see the process and enjoy it, while still not leaving in so much that you're bored out of your mind and just fast forwarding. I also have to kind of balance the speed at which I'm sharing this with you. Right now it's on 4 times the normal speed that I'm actually painting. Let me know in the comments below. What is your opinion? Is this video too long? Is it too fast? Is it too slow? Are you just enjoying it and having fun? I'd love to hear your input. Thank you, as always, for being so encouraging and kind in the way that you offer advice, criticism, comments, compliments. It really means so much to me that we're building such a great community over here on Artsy Bits on YouTube. And don't forget to join us, speaking of community, over on Facebook. I have a Facebook group called Artsy Adventures, and I would love so much for you to share over there your art journey, things you're creating, tips, tricks, products you love. Let's just have some fun talking about art and creativity together. Don't forget you can also find me over on Instagram at InstaArtsyBits, where I share photos of what I'm working on. Sometimes I share photos and snapshots of videos I'm working on editing that are going to be upcoming. So it's a great way to get a little sneak peek every once in a while behind the scenes. And you've almost made it through the entire video. Here comes round 4. I'm just working on some final touches here. I wanted to go ahead and put in some labels for each of these begonias. So in a second here, you're going to see me add some labels to these shelves that they're sitting on. But first I went through and just added some gentle shadowing on the pots here, which was such a fun and easy way to add, again, just a little bit of depth and dimension. And then I'm going to go through and just clean up some of the edges of these planter pots and get those looking nice and neat and tidy. And then I made myself a little template out of watercolor paper. The template is just the size of a little label to put on these shelves, and I'm hoping to make these look like they're sort of nailed on to the shelf, and they're just going to be written in really sloppy cursive. The cursive that I'm using will actually say the exact variety of each one of these begonias, but it'll just be in a sloppy way. I didn't really want the lettering to distract from the plants themselves, but rather just kind of add a fun detail. So that's what I was thinking when I added such sloppy cursive writing. Like I said, you're almost at the end of this video. You can find a whole bunch of information about the products I've used today, my channel, my other channel where I sort of document my own spiritual journey through art. All of that information is down in the description box below. It will also be on the screen here at the very end of this video. If you have enjoyed this, like I said, just give it a thumbs up. That helps YouTube know that people are enjoying these videos and they will be suggested to other folks just like you who enjoy watching videos just like this one. Removing the tape here for the final reveal. Like I said, I had several layers of tape happening here just to keep the painting right in that 8 by 10 inch finished size. And as I'm peeling the tape off, I'm feeling pretty okay with this. I think it's a decent birthday gift for my friend. And I think she did end up liking it, so that's a good sign. And I hope that it was just a real great gift in her mind, and I hope that she enjoys it for years to come. Here are some final shots of the finished product, both just as it is on the watercolor paper and then also as it is in the picture frame where I ended up framing it for her. Like I always say, stay creative, share what you're creating over in our Facebook group, follow me on Instagram, you can journey along with me on my spiritual journey over on my other channel, but most of all, just have a great day. We'll see you next time.